All right, now I'm gonna give my list. And every during this year, particularly the first 40 days, I'm gonna have an inspirational one on there. So it'd be like a documentary or something that will hopefully inspire y'all. So at number five, Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. So last week I did Mully, one of these stories of a person that was abandoned by his family that made it to become very rich and then gave back. Special Forces. Now we got Dwight Howard, Mel B, Kenya Moore, just to name the melanated people. Oh, Montel Jordan, this is how you do it. And a bunch of other people, like some baseball players that you may or may not know, and a football player. And then, what's the dude that was 11 days in Trump's administration? Nobody likes him on this. Scaramucci's on there. Can't stand him. And he's just like
Miller.
No, Scaramucci. So it is military training. They take them out and you get to do all these things. Like they drop you in a Jeep and underwater and you got to stay there for 20 seconds and then come up and, climb a mountain and rappel down. I mean, it's like all of that. Kenya Moore, her lashes are like intact, even though they're going to the bathroom outside. They're in barracks. It's like primitive. You get to see people just break down and cry and quit. Like Mel B quit because they told her she couldn't smoke cigarettes, or somebody was complaining. She was mad. She quit. What? And
she was looking real rough too. I mean,
I didn't recognize her.
I did not recognize her, and I used to. Oh man, yeah.
Mel you loved B. You some Scary Spice.
I did back in the day. Yeah, me and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
But when I saw her, I was like, wow. They had to put the caption on. I was like, oh, that's her. And then she was partners with Dwight Howard for a few, and they showed them the outdoor bathrooms, and he sat down next to her and started going, and she went haywire. She went nuts. That's a great show. I like it.
It's outside though, so I'm figuring it's not enclosed air space. So
even still, it's a little weird, and he's taller than the
stall. He is. Yeah, so he can look over. He's out. Yeah, he's not a favorite either. Like I didn't like him when he was in the league, and I'm not liking him on this show too much either. He's like, But Kenya's giving me life though. I like Kenya Moore. She's like, I'm from Detroit. I know how to fight. Like she came ready, and I feel like she's playing possum because she's like at the back of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Like. And she put herself, when they said grade yourself, like where do you belong? She put herself at the end. I was like, she know how to play. You got to always, kind of downplay your abilities. But yeah, this is one of those shows. And but I was thinking, do you have to go on a show like this to see what you're made of? Because I'm like, I feel like I'm tough, but I don't need to do this. I'm good.
Yeah, well, you don't know until you know. So I feel like this should be required at a certain age for all American kids.
Really?
Oh man, that testing your guts, fortitude, and see what you made of.
Does that test what you made of? Have somebody yelling at you and telling you? I feel like if it was triggering, especially the black men. I'm like, don't be getting a black man's face yelling at him.
It's only triggering if you ain't never been through it.
But why should you accept that? I'm saying, like, we grown. Like, you don't be yelling at me, telling me what to do.
It's breaking you down to build you back up.
You're submitting to it. It ain't like you.
And they getting paid.
Yeah. Well, there's that. Yeah. But the people still quit. Like first day, like 2 people dropped. I was like, oh, Dante, would you do this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely
I would take my Lowry seasoning and eat
ketchup packets.
And your ketchup packet.
Butter and garlic on them grub worms.
Oh, they lost me with the outdoor bathrooms. Because first of all, I'll just be sitting anywhere.
Yeah, that's an adjustment, but you get used to it. It's like prison.
Yeah, no, that's a no for me. It's a hard pass, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
Karen will have to have her own outdoor bathroom.
Private, yes. I need my private.
And don't let the grips and the cameraman use.
Nobody could come in, right? You better know. You know me. Shoot, I'm traveling with my own toilet seat. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, I would probably bring my own because they got portable toilets. I would probably bring my own toilet.
But all the swimming and the feats of the fear factor type.
I like that.
And all that. You would do that.
Yeah. I could hold my breath for at least 2 minutes because I used to test that in the pool. I was lifeguard, so I was like that. That's 21 seconds. I like, I'd be like. When y'all I would stay down there extra long just to show off. But the rest of that, the heights thing, though, I'm not good with the rappelling from the top of a mountain.
Yeah, that's tricky for me. I don't really do. I don't do free fall well. I can do heights. I can do fast, but falling, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I probably would have quit at that point. I'm like,
what about even though you can hold your breath for 2 minutes in like strapped down? Mm-hmm. You okay with that?
I wouldn't panic, but it's not the ocean, it's like boom. And you're in a enclosed situation. I wouldn't. The panic is what makes you lose your breath.
Yeah.
And your heart is racing, and then and you're like, you think you're gonna drown. That's why waterboarding works so well. Why do I know that? I don't know. All right. So, I would have had on this list. What?
You said, how do you know about waterboarding? I said, it's gonna be all right, Smith.
No, I would never do that to Smith. I need him. The rest of y'all though. So listen, Godfather of Harlem was going to be on the list, but they switched out the Malcolms.
Oh no, they didn't. Did they?
They switched out the Malcolms. I was like, who is this dude?
He was better than Malcolm.
He was better than yes.
He was the most realistic Malcolm in any theatrical display I have ever seen.
I agree. Oh my gosh.
Oh, why would they?
They switched out the Malcolms. And I was like,
on that. Did he ask
and
for more
because
money?
of that, I'm out.
I still gotta see it, even though.
Yeah.
And
and the storyline is like, to me now, it's like a little, because we know what's gonna happen after season 2. Was it season 2? Yeah, when all the drugs went up in smoke.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like how this is in the new gangster, because I'm like, I'm done. And I'm allowing myself only one gangster thing per 40 days. So I'm watching BMF. So that's it.
That's a good choice.
And then Snowfall's coming. Right. So I can't now do all of them.
You can't overlap your gangster. You can't. I cannot.
Double up, nope. I'm just one at a time. So it's BMF, then Snowfall. And if the next Power comes out too close, I'm gonna have to skip that one and go to the one with Tommy. I don't know, but yeah, that's it. I'm done. So at number four, Will Trent is a detective movie, a detective series starring some guy I don't know, but I like it because he's a Latino guy who has been through a group home situation. He's now a detective. He's quirky. It's like he's got a little monk with him. He can't read. He's got dyslexia. I like that. Sonia Sohn from The Chi before that, and The Wire before that, plays his boss. It's I catch it on Hulu. By the way, this show is brought to you by Hulu. And if you like to watch Hulu, I like to watch Hulu. I watch a lot of stuff on Hulu because stuff comes on other channels and then they replay it on Hulu, like Abbott Elementary. I catch that on Hulu. When Grand Crew was on, I catch that on Hulu. Home Economics, I catch that on Hulu. Hulu has a lot of amazing shows. The Bear, which just won a bunch of awards, starring Lip from Shameless. Really good. So if you like really good TV, Fantasy Island, which is probably going to be on my list at some point, Hulu, it's your escape. Hulu, be obsessed. Get a Hulu subscription. It's required. Go to hulu.com. Terms apply. Okay. Now, so it's an ABC show that I catch on Hulu. It's a detective show. Number 3. Caught this on HBO Max. I had been seeing it. I was like, do I want to watch it? So I watched it this weekend. The Menu. Now, Lamont is a chef. Dante likes to cook. Imagine a chef. He invites you to this exclusive meal, like 7-course meal on an island that like famous people are there. The menu is like amazing, but on the menu is death, meaning that the theme of each course is related to something that the chef is working through with everybody that's there.
Okay, I'm here for it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It stars Ray Fiennes as the head chef. The woman from Queen's Gambit, the star of that, Anna Taylor-Joy is in it. Judith Light. It's crazy. I was like, what am I watching? But I was there for it and I finished it. It was decent. It was decent, but it's not number 1 because there's not enough black people. I don't think there are any black people in it. But anyway, number 2, also no black people. It's one black person actually. Dante recommended it. I wasn't going to watch it. And then I started watching it on Netflix, Vikings Valhalla. I was like, damn it. Dante got me watching this violent ass. These people, violence is just so much violence. Oh my God.
It's a series or a movie?
It's a series. It's season 2. I watched season 1. So I was in. So I just jumped back in real quick. Yeah. So it picks up with Leif Erikson, and his sister, Freda. Freda, is that her name? Freda Payne. Freya. Freya. And they're fighting. So they're Vikings, the Christians, they're Vikings that have converted to Christians. They're fighting. It's a lot. It's a lot of violence and
I love stuff. A period piece. Boy, I love a period.
You suggested Dante, The Northman, and I caught it by accident, and that was really good. That was good.
It's funny.
But it wasn't as good as
the Northman.
Not Northman. Yeah, the Northman.
Yeah.
If you saw Viking on History Channel, way better than both of these, by the way.
Oh wow.
That's the one with Val from the Valhalla one.
No, the actual one the History Channel did for like 5 seasons.
Oh, that was crazy.
That was way better than this. Yeah. Way better. And way better than Norseman, which is why I can't watch that either. It's corny.
No, the Northman. It was
the Northman. It's a Vikings thing.
There's one is a comedy and one is a real one.
Yeah, it was kind of
dark. It was corny. The guy killed his mother or something.
Father,
All right, I'm giving away too much. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. It's corny compared to all the other ones.
Oh, okay. So I caught.
I'm not finished.
Oh, I thought that was number one.
No, that was number 2. It's There's only one black person in this. It can't be my number 1.
Okay, all right.
At number 1, and I watched the first episode today. 3rd season, Truth Be Told, on Apple TV, starring Octavia Spencer, and this season, Gabrielle Union. Each season, we follow this podcaster, Poppy Parnell, played by Octavia Spencer, and she does like the true crime type of thing, right? And this season is missing girls, and it's already good. The only problem with Apple TV is like every week you got to wait. So I might let them build up. But season 2 was fire. Starred Goldie Hawn's sister, daughter, and we get all of the backstory. I mean, it's just I can't describe it, but it's just really compelling television, well written, well acted, and I love this show. Truth Be Told, Apple TV. That's my number 1.
Awesome stuff.
Season 3. Okay.
So speaking of Goldie Hawn's daughter, I didn't realize that was her until I read up and found out. She was I know I'm late on this. It's probably Knives Out.
Yes.
Onion.
Yes, the glass onion. That was on my list a few weeks ago when you weren't paying attention.
No, I was paying attention. I just saw it, is what I'm saying. I can't immediately run out and I gotta re-up on my service providers. And so I seen it. I just seen it. That was good. That was a good movie. Janelle Monáe, underrated.
Yes, I agree.